today's video we're going to be That Was a Fly, going to be talking about the Fields of Mystery have their first patch here, and also the update for Sky Children of the Light. So I'm going to start with Fields of Mystery. They have their first patch. In addition to additional gifts, lines have been added for all NPCs. The worm watering can with hoe and worm sword and are now sold at the general store. Several issues with crashes to the game have been fixed. There's some new features. New dialogue has been added for Bolo at the Saturday market. Additional colours for the basic cap. So gameplay has been updated. The height of various wall furniture items have been adjusted, primarily with rustic cabin wall shelf and the lovely cottage wallflower. Female and male animals expecting offspring can no longer be sold, moved to a different farm, building or moved into the daycare. No animals in daycare or move between buildings with active expectant status have been reverted status to remain in their current daycare building slots. When attempting to load an individual save, the game now displays an individual save pop-up rather than a crash. On startup, the NPCs, very small typo spelling corrections, lines, edits have been made. Mild spoilers, skip if you don't want to hear this. Potato is now a light gift for Holt instead of accidentally both liked and loved. Another spoiler, crystal berries are now a love gift for Darcy instead of accidentally both liked and loved. The freed like slot, now a new GIF. Now we're going to talk about some bug fixes. Black rabbits are now tier 2 instead of tier 3. The player no longer wakes up stuck in the void, furthering in the mines or passing out at 2 AM. They do not have a bed in their house. Perks no longer trigger before they have been unlocked. Weather particulars no longer reappear during cutscenes. If weather particular strength in accessibility settings set to none. Infused weapon damage numbers now always round to the nearest integer. Swinging your sword in a room transfer no longer causes the player to slide in an idle animation. Holding a consumable item while interacting with the in-soup no longer consumes that item. The players now resolve the animation when dialogue text boxes appear. Closing the inventory and quickly hitting L or R on the controller no longer freezes the game. Scrolling in the toolbar from one cosmetic item to another now changes the player's handheld. Fixed a bug where movement speed was increased by holding hasty armor. Fixed a bug where Hamzy armor could stack in unexpected ways. Another spoiler. The beach bridge will now repair properly even if you skip the repair cutscene. Note, if you previously skipped the cutscene, your bridge should now be repaired. NPCs. Dozy and Harriet no longer say dialogue intended for human NPCs. Dislike gifts given on an NPC's birthday no longer triggers a placeholder birthday line. Requests for Emerald and requests for Rabbit will now list the appropriate NPC in the quest objective. So now we're going to talk about crash fixes, then we'll be moving into Sky Children of the Light. Walking in front of Dozy when he faces west at the Spring Festival no longer crashes the game. He's sorry about that. NPCs, database position differing from their actual position no longer crashes the game. Individual location key for input rest controls no longer crashes the game. Exiting the inventory page after swapping a held item with their cursor no longer crashes the game. Using the pickaxe at 2 AM no longer crashes the game. Fishing will no longer occasionally cause the game to crash. Trying to put a small animal into the shipping bin no longer crashes the game. No animals can be sold via the shop menu at the Sweetwater Farm. Additional notes before we get into Sky Children of the Lights. We are working to fix an issue with Steam Cloud Save featuring that is causing individual saves. If you get an invalid save pop up when trying to load the game, we recommend turning off Cloud Save and playing the game on the previous device it saved on until we are able to fix the issue. So I'm going to move on to Sky Children of the Lights. Seasons of Duets. There's the Double Light event from September the 9th through to the 15th of September. The rounds might seem a little brighter. Keep an eye out for 4 extra seasonal candles locations in the realms, and you are able to gather an additional seasonal candle each day. There will be double treasure candles scattered across 2 realms each day. Find all 8 for a boost to your candle run. Kick back during the Days of Sunlight. Days of Sunlight is back from August 26th through to September the 8th at midnight on the first day and going through to 11:59 on the last day, the usual start and end times for events in game. For 2 weeks, escape to the elevated clearing and make new memories with friends and spirits. Gathering with scouts or with fellow Sky Kids around a cozy campfire to enjoy some toasty light snack, which will also feed your candle count, or to make music with the event spirits. If you're looking to spend a little energy, the elevated clearing is practically a playground with diving boards, water slides and more. Plus, if you're looking around, you might find some baby jellyfish who could use some help to make their way through the world. As you roam through the area, you gather up to 6 event currency each day, 4 placed around the event space, 2 from taking part in the activities. There's some new events. Items: Sunlight Moterra Float, 20 event currency. Sunlight Beach Shorts Outfit, 30 event currency. Sunlight Hellos Hoops Earrings, $99, all prices USD. Sunlight Woven Wrap Cap, $14.99. And yes, all the items from the past year will return too. It's a pretty long list to a point. For all details on items, please check our patch notes in the event from the previous year. As for the beach towel cap that were event currency last year, they'll be available in regular in-game currency, 110 candles for the yellow one, 140 candles for the blue one, and 30 hearts for the pink one. Items available in-game in the settings menu, the Avery Village event shop, and of course from the event guide. Keep an eye out for trial spell in the elevated clearing and in the event shop tool. New event Days of the Moonlight, reveal in the beauty of the full moon and the light of glowing lanterns from September the 16th through to the 29th. A event opens in Crescent Oasis for Sky Kids to enjoy. Special mediation pads in Home and Avery Village event shop will transport you to the starry skies of the event area. There you can find a spot for hanging lanterns where you can also try hand at answering riders. You can also shop by a nearby table with snacks that will provide you with light tools. 3 event currency are available, 3 from participating in the Riddles of Activity, 3 placed around the Crescent Oasis, some event items, Moonlight, patch notes just disappeared. Moonlight Blossom accessory, 17 event currency. Moonlight Lantern decoration, 32 event currency. Moonlight earrings, Moonlight frock and updo. Moonlight earrings, $2.99. Moonlight frock and updo, $14.99, including an outfit and a hairstyle. Items can be found in the in-game shop or unlocked from the event guide Spirit. Don't forget about the free trial spell for all items, which can be found in the event shop and in Crescent Oasis. Coming down the runway, Days of Style, from September the 30th through to October 13th. Your avatar is your canvas, the style guidebook, and you're inviting you to create unique ensemble the captive special themes to share on runways located through the realms. Check the style guide each day to teleport you to the fashion runway placed in one of Sky's levels. Location will rotate regularly, and this year will include, for the new location, each use shared memory shine to express yourself and share your interpretation of the theme. You will get some light in the process, making those shared memories too. And don't worry, each location includes a range of cosmetics you can temporarily borrow if you feel like your own closet section doesn't get the theme quite right. New event items: Style Darkness Fantasy, 15 event currency. Style Dazing Dress, 34 event currency. Style Dapper Trio, $14.99. This set includes a dapper looking outfit, a tie style after one of the realm's creatures, and stylish mortal. These can be found in Style Guide's Friendship Tree and the in-game shop. As for last year's items, they will be back. Find them in Avery Village event shop for extra details on those. Refer to the patch notes for the Days of Style from last year. Meanwhile, items including for event currency last year will be available for candles and hearts. 72 candles for Style Star sunglasses, 30 candles for Style runway mask, 13 hearts for the Style silk ballet slippers, and 12 ascended candles for the Style top hat. These can also be unlocked in the Style Guide's Friendship Tree, and you'll find a free trial spell for all new and returning Days of the Style items in them. New with Days of Style event currency light. Beginning with Days of Style, event currency can be earned incrementally, similar to how current light regular candles and seasonal candles and typically gathered. In Days of Style this year, all event currency will be available as current light. It will appear as blue orbs, and there are quite a bit larger than light from candles. It will fill up your event currency matter the way the regular light fills your candle meter, and you can forage a unit of currency once the meter is full. All event currency will be available as event currency, which you can find around the stage area and by viewing other players' recordings at the event. Shared memories shine for up to 5 event currency. Meanwhile, event currency creates new possibilities for future events, so the team is brainstorming all kinds of ideas for up and coming events. Season of Shattered Spirits return for a special visit. The memories of Ancient Light and Ancient Darkness will be paying a special visit to the realms. From September the 16th to the 29th, the guide from Season of shattering will appear in home and Avery Village event shop. Check this spirit to access the 2 ancient memories and unlock items originally from the season. Though the Void of Shattering will also be able to check your progress season of Shattering quests to complete those quests. Clear the darkness that will appear the shard. Your option of varying strength fall in realms. There's updates to daily quests. During Skyfest in July, have seen our biggest blog post about plans over time to update daily quests and types of quests in Sky, including the first round of updates that bring spirits back into the daily quests, introducing new quest activities and add some quality of life improvements. 0.26.5 will introduce 18 brand new daily quests. As you look out for them, you might notice some of them are connected to each other. For the new quests, even if you forget to unlock them in Avery Village or home, if you interact with the spirit in the realms who the quest is connected to, it will add the quest to your list, and there will be a pop asking if you want to start the quest now.
A few moments later.
Some other changes in Avery Village: you'll get your daily quest by talking to the spirits waiting for you at the archway counter, who will ask for your help with something that they care about. They will replace the use of the daily quest status in Avery, which will still remain in representing to return shrine. There's no change to how you'll get daily quests in home. If your quest needs you to go somewhere in the realms, the location of the quest will be shown on the map shown after you pick.
2,000 years later.
If you haven't met your daily quest spirit yet, it will be stationary and blue until you reveal their memories out in the realms. For the new quest to get your candles, you either return to the spirit in Avery, the quest status in home, or by interacting with the spirit in the quest level after you finish the quest. New featuring favouring emotes. There are dozens of emotes can be used to express yourself in Sky, and in 0.26.5 we're excited to introduce featuring to make it easier to use the one you like best. Access the new favourite menu in a few different ways. In the main expression menu for one-time tutorial. More or that in a second. By pressing and holding on the cape meter, pressing Z on your keyboard or pressing the middle mouse button or L2 on the controller. The display wheel with slots for 8 actions from the expression menu, and you'll be able to add or remove any expression and you want to find a slot. When you first log into Sky after downloading this update, a star button will appear in the expressions menu. Tap for a quick explanation on how to use the features. It will disappear after finishing the tutorial. The feature should make it easier to spam your favourite emotes, prepare your best dance moves, or even change the choreography, your next shared memory. New feature, unfriending in friendship constellations. The friendship constellation is record all the connections you've made in Sky. Sometimes though it's helpful to be able to adjust or constellations, particularly if you play with some Sky kids less often than we used to, or if you want to be able to welcome a new friend into a crowded constellation. This update introduces the function that allows players to unfriend some while viewing their avatar in the friendship constellation. This works differently from blocking, which prevents the blocked player from interacting with the person who blocked them. For example, with unfriending, unfriend players removed from the constellation. All friend relationships abilities between you and the other players are disabled, including chat. It's possible to meet someone you unfriend. If that happens, you and the unfriend player will appear as strangers to each other. If you meet again in game, if you like their avatar, there will be an icon over their head to indicate that someone they are someone you unfriended. If you meet someone you unfriend, both you have the opinion of rekindling your friendship at no additional candle cost. All previously unlocked friendship abilities are restored. Now we're going to talk about some other updates. Cutscenes, auto skip toggle. This option will automatically skip cutscenes. Has been added to the settings menu under the graphic options. I love the cutscenes in Sky Children of the Light. When it's enabled, skippable cutscenes will automatically be skipped as long as the player has watched them at least once before. Cutscenes that can't be automatically skipped are typically the kind... The lighting is going so bad. That lead to the kind of physical change in the world, for example, a door opening. In that case, players will keep control of the camera while the doors open, according to the normal laws of physics, instead of flashing open from one frame to the next. If you have feedback about the cutscenes auto skip toggle, please share it with us. There will be a Discord in our feedback threads and in their official Facebook group. Improvements and bug fixes. Highlights. As part of the daily quest updates, progress update will now show up during the cutscene if accessible. The full list of daily quests will remain hidden. Rest of the light treats that the spirit gives. The rest of the light treats that the spirit gives in elevated clearing have come back down to earth so Sky Children can easily gather them again. When using a controller now, the friendship menu and the prompts to hold a friend's hand or to follow them take priority over other interaction prompts. Opening an umbrella while being carried should not protect both the carried player and the person carrying them from rain damage. Using the wind paths to reach Hermit Valley should no longer bounce you back into the level came from. So now we're going to talk about some gameplay bugs. Fixed a bug that was draining the breath meter and energy from players being carried by piggybacks while underwater. Spamming handhold in Vault of Knowledge should no longer cause players to sink below the water. Fixed a crash that could occur in Harmony Hall when iterating a jam session. Music can be very entrancing, but not so entrancing that it can lead to bugs like the one that prevented dark crabs from attacking players who were playing instruments while seated, so the bug's been fixed. Festival Tech reaction menu won't show up when a full screen menu is available. Fixed a bug that could prevent a player from remaining a recent added friend or from proper using the handheld carry and cradle carry interactions. UI for viewing player creation should appear when you are viewing them alongside or over shoulder of a friend who's also viewing them. Updated the bass part in the duets music sheet to be once octave higher to improve the music when being played. For new players, the Avery Village spell shop should no longer be accessible before the entrance is unblocked. When the hint text after the Elder cutscene in Peril Temple shows how to make a big call, make a regular small call would no longer prevent the tutorial and potentially mislead new players. Another bug that could similarly impact new players. Fixed a bug during the big call tutorial that shows new players how butterflies can help them fly, which allow the players to move if they had the expression menu open. Now we're going to talk about cosmetics. Duskglide's suit tailcoat outfit won't look deformed when you kneel. Resolve the Skyfest wireframe cape clipping with Avatar's neck. After riding the snowboard to transition out of one area or level, you won't be standing on an invisible platform when you appear in the next one. Nearby players should no longer see the snowboard disconnected from the feet of the player who's riding the snowboard. We remained the ultimate gift lantern from Season of Remembrance, and no one's light is diminished when others or their candles are allowed to shine. As a result, we resolved cases where players and then lighting the ultimate gift lantern would temporarily prevent players in the level from being able to take out their candle. Fix the slow slide animation that occurred from a player's perspective when someone else sat down on a nearby prop. So now we're going to talk about like general fixes and improvements. If you have set Avery Village as a loading point and are in Avery Village, the settings, the menu will not display the return home option. The same applies to players in home who have set that as their loading point. The text displaying your widget light count is now bold, and the appearance of wedges in the emergency meter has been updated. Fixed an issue where the player's reflection during a specific sequence during Seasons of Duet's third quest. Sky children will properly walk after using the cello or violin instrument via the instrument rack instead of gliding oddly over the ground. During the first season of Duets, instruments with statin should no longer hold that statin when you swap to a different instrument. Restored the missing sound effect when interacting with the hammer icon while editing a shared space. Avatar won't randomly jitter while using the candle trick spell. Players using the carry interaction while under the effect of a huge grow shriek or tiny spells should not clip into each other as much as they used to. May still be a bit of clipping due to strange bending of the laws of sky physics that occur when such powerful magic is used. Avatar won't contort during the exhale inhale song in the aura concert. Reduce particular on the tree in Crescent Oasis to improve frame rates on certain devices. When photo mode, legends should respect the HUD merging better than before. After sending a gift of no longer interface while text hints at the bottom of the screen. Fixed a bug with the map shine where zooming in on the beacon icon on a map and then selecting the beacon would have no effect. Tactic feedback will no longer occur when crabs attack another player and will only occur when you're attacking. When you're attacked. Fixed cases where the UI buttons for screenshot recording video and chat would appear on screen after signing out on platforms that support signing out of Sky account. Increase the distance that the grand piano can be heard from when someone else is playing it, so now it can be heard throughout the concert hall if someone's playing it on stage. Appropriately enough, fixed a bug that automatically translated all text when viewing player creations. Updated the placement of the support icon in the settings menu. Addressed a bug that can cause players in home to get stuck while watching the season introduction. This is on iPad. For mobile, fixed a bug with the friendship constellation that prevents a player from manually creating new favorite friends pages when moved a friend style viewing a non-favorite page. There's also Days of the Sunlight, relax in the perfect Sky Kid playground. Clear streams, peaceful glides, enrich wildlife, the golden hillside of the hidden forest. Adjust the place to beat the Yeet starting August 26th. Escape to Belmy Corner of the Realms to make new memories with friends and spirits during Days of Sunlight. Tucked in the elevated clearing above band of adventurous spirit with welcome you to sky. Kids Leisureland gathering the scout of or with friends around cozy campfire. Enjoy some toasty light snacks, which will also feed your candle count. It's a great spot to share stories, but if you prefer music to words, check the spirit to jam together in ensemble mode. Maybe your ideal afternoon is simply chilling on the water and floating the sounds of breeze and jellyfish. This year, grab a new item. There's perfect prop for this. Kick back along on a manta-shaped inflatable tube, ready for whatever stream, lake, or ocean you want to relax in. Use a meta call while hocking to really feel like you're one with nature. If you want more activity, change of pace through the elevated clearing is your playground. Diving boards, water slides are set up for you to make a splash, and if you look around, you might find some baby jellyfish who could use some help to make their way through the world. Each of the spirits will be out and about an event unfold no matter when you drop by. One of them will always be down for a friendly game of tag. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.